Hey, Shaun Gallagher here in Harnett County, where we're on the scene of a home explosion that you can see right here behind me. It is in the middle of a bunch of townhomes here, and all of this happened around 6 a.m. We learned from people who live nearby that this actually woke them up this morning, a very loud boom. And when they went to their windows to see what was going on, they came out and saw this. There was debris all over the front of the yard, and they all came out of the house and saw the damage here in the front. Now, we do have Sky 5 video that shows the back even worse than what it looks like out front. It is bowed out, and part of a wall seems to have been forced open, just showing the force of this explosion from today. Now, law enforcement tells us they don't believe that this is the result of a gas leak, and they have called in the Raleigh bomb squad to help them with this investigation. When they got here on scene, there was one man who had badly burned arms that they took to a hospital, but we don't know an update on his condition or if he's being considered something of a suspect in this case. Now, you can see here behind me that these homes are really packed in tight. From what we've learned from neighbors here, one of them just had a blown out window, but they don't believe there's any structural damage. As part of this investigation, crews are looking to see if these homes are safe, and from one of the families that we spoke to, investigators tell them they should be able to get back into their homes this evening, but it's still a wait and see game as investigators continue their work out here today. So as soon as we got here, there were people that were hanging out, people clearly displaced from this. And we actually spoke to somebody who lives directly next door to where this happened, a husband and wife. The wife told us she was getting ready for work, and she heard a few small booms and then one big boom. And that even caused her husband to wake up from his sleep. They came out and they saw what happened outside, and clearly they're a little freaked out by this because they don't have a lot of information about what happened, only what they experienced. And you know, it's just around noon right now when we're gonna do a live hit with all the information that we found out in just a few hours since all this happened. So I got a text from our assignment manager around 8:30 this morning, but we already had crews out here. The morning crew was out here covering this home explosion because it took place around 6 a.m. So I'm kind of following up from the initial legwork the morning crew did. And, you know, I'm going to have to turn a little bit of content today. We're going to have two news hits in our 12 and 12:30 news. Those will be kind of short, digestible bites that we got from people who were initially on scene about what they experienced, because they're our vision into this. They were the ones that experienced this. We only get so much information from police or any other law enforcement agencies that are here, but they give us that firsthand experience about what they saw, what they heard, what they felt. And you know, maybe some background on the guy who lives here. And then we'll have a couple of hours after then to, you know, kind of dig a little bit deeper if we can find out more information about the man that was involved in this. And then we're going to turn a couple more things for evening news. Those will be like those longer form stories that you might see that are about a minute and a half long, that are, you know, heavily edited in a way that, you know, can properly tell this story quickly, accurately, and truthfully.